Yo, we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome. How you doing? Good to see you, Loxley, Twiddler, Stone Pony, Stefan. How you guys doing? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Am I okay for work? What do we got? What's going on? How you doing today? We got a few things going on, actually. Muted. Really? Muted? Hold on. Thumbs up. You sure it's not you, Loxley? Sound good? Never mind. Hey, at least it's good. There he is.
Hey, Paul!
What up, Paul? How you doing? All right. We got things happening. Look, I know my Spider-Man prices are a little bit expensive, but, you know, what can you do? I didn't pay $1,000, but I paid like $650-ish or $625. I forgot exactly, but that's before tax. So anyway, here we go. We got a couple of things today. We have the wheel, of course. We have doubling season. We have I'm gonna open a legacy pack. Card Kingdom had a sale last week for Legacy, Destiny, and 7th edition. Those packs were pretty good deals. So to celebrate, we're opening one. One of those packs is going to be for the next patron box break. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be Lorwyn tournament pack. So you know the rules. Highest value foil. It's going to be a ponder hunt this time. Highest value foil wins the battle, and that is going to be either a Legacy or a Destiny pack. I haven't decided yet. Cost is going to be around $90 to $100. Probably going to land at 95. You know, that's how things go. I'll do the math at a different time. Just haven't done it yet. What else do we have? Mercadian Masques tournament deck. We're going to open one. I got flea market lot right here, $25. We'll see what's in there. I know what's in there, but you know, you'll see what's in there. I got a couple of packs that came from the flea market that I'm gonna rip, that are gonna be at the end of a flea market video where there wasn't any find. So you know, that's how we like to end flea market videos, where we didn't find lots like the other one. We end it with a couple of packs being opened. I'm still thinking about it. I might open this. I mean, no one else has gone all right. So that's what we got going. We got Cowboy Bebop on in the background. You know, we love it. All right, so let me think about how I want to proceed here, like what comes first. How are you guys doing? It's good to see you. Thank you for coming, by the way. Is anybody interested in games? You don't have to answer that now. Doubling season at the wheel or what we got. I still didn't freaking do the poll game yet. I'll probably have it next week. You don't have to answer me now. Just think about it while I'm doing the other filming. But if you are going to do it, let me know sooner rather than later. And definitely message in the... I don't know if I'm pointing on the right side. Below, you know, the freaking comments. Message me there first and then... hit up the phone and we'll figure it out from there. Right? Okay. What else is next? For new people, this is the Wheel of Fate. In it, we have a lot of things like Final Fantasy Play boosters in Japanese and English. We have Aether Revolt pre-release kits. We have Edge of Eternities collector edition packs. We have a 2X Edge of Eternities collector packs. Another Edge of Eternities collector packs. We got a t-shirt. The Choose Your Fate spot. If you do the extra $5 for Choose Your Fate and you land on that spot, now you choose from 5 envelopes. Each one of them has a little piece of paper with a prize written down on it inside. The prizes range from 10 Final Fantasy play packs to a Force of Will from Alliances graded at BGS 9. That's the wheel. And doubling season. Hold on. It's looking at the top of my head. It's right here. Doubling season. This one. Okay, so what's that about? Oh, what's it about? What's it about? I have... hold on. I'm getting them. I have cards like this. You start at $5. There'll be 5 cards. Underneath will either be... It's either a card or it's a land card with a piece of paper on it with a prize written on it, such as packs, you know. So you start at $5 and, you know, for example, you could win a Japanese... or let me see. Hold on. You can win a couple of packs like Japanese Final Fantasy play and or Dominaria original and other prizes. That's the $5 slot. So you pick one card, you turn it over out of the 5, right? And if you don't like your prize, you can throw down another $5, doubling it, hence the name doubling season. And go for the $10 pile, and maybe you'll like that prize. If not, you can keep on going, $20, so on and so forth. I have it built up to $320, so you can keep going. There's some cool stuff in there. As far as channel announcements and stuff like that, I don't think we have anything like that at the moment. Aside for, you know, we're doing the Wednesday night things, but you guys already know that. So we don't need to go over that. What else? I'm just trying to cover all my bases before we get into the meat of it. Alright, well, let's do this. Hold on, guys. I need to do some things so that we can start recording. First, we need to shut off the camera. Next, we're going to do all of our intros first. Let's get a lot of these. Date of next monthly. It's a week from Saturday. What is that date? I don't know what that date is, actually. But it's a week from Saturday, I think. Right? Today is the 24th. Yeah, a week from Saturday. Whatever that happens to be. Let me see. I can look it up here. Let's click on the date. The calendar. Where is the calendar? Okay, what's new in calendar? Never mind. Never mind. Forget I even tried. Must have updated my computer, and I really don't feel like going through all that crap right now. We're going to just film some stuff. Alright, that's the one. Alright, I gotta mute it for the recording here. We're watching Mushroom Samba, by the way, Cowboy Bebop episode. What a great episode. Alright, here we go. Here we are, everybody. Once again, Mercadian Masques tournament pack. Can we finally pull that foil brainstorm? Let's find out. Alright. Intro 1. Alright, we are live and we have an old school treat. Urza's Legacy booster pack. Let's see if we can pull a foil. Alright. We don't need that intro. We don't need that intro. And this is just in case. Can we pull the Infinity Stone? No. Alright. Intros have been done now. Now we can start setting up for actually filming it. I still didn't do the freaking Aziz light. I thought about it 5 minutes before the stream and I'm like, damn it, I didn't. But Aziz light, yes. Okay. Let's get this wire out of the way. Alright, everyone, let's go over here. You want to see a cool product really quick? Check this out. Coconut oil. Infused coconut oil. Not like it's hard to make. Like, really? This is very simple to make. Get a little bit of, like, concentrate and get a little bit of coconut oil. It dissolves right in. Not complicated. Anyway, still cool. Still a good product. I'm going to make some cookies. That's kind of cool, no? Alright. First and foremost is Mercadian Masques. Let's do this. Once again, here we are. Back into the, Mercadian Masques battleground. Let's see what we can pull today. Alright. We all know by now this is Belgium, so it is an inner seal. We know the structure. We know it's going to be lands followed by 3 rares. Then that first booklet, your uncommons and a few commons, or maybe just, uncommons only. And then the other booklet, and then your commons. And because it's a Belgian print, we know that you can get up to 4 foils in one of these. 1 in every slot, including the land slot, the common, and the uncommon, and the rare slot. What I'm trying to say is you can't get more than 4. And what I'm also trying to say is you can't get 2 commons or you can't get 2 rares in the same tournament deck that are foil. It is 1 per slot. So, yeah. You can get 1 rare, 1 common, 1 uncommon, and 1 land, but you can't get 2 commons or 2 uncommons. It's just the way it is. Alright, here are your uncommons. And where do we want the foil? Well, we want it in the common stack. That's your stack of commons. Let's put that down. Here are your uncommons. Alright. Come on. Hey, a puffer extract. We got a foil. Our first foil. Now we know that these uncommons, there will be no more foils. Okay. Let's take a sleeve. Should always sleeve up foils when you get them. However, this has a foil cut line at the top, meaning Beckett's going to give it a surface grade of like 6 or 7, so this is not really gradable. Okay. Here we go. Commons. Now this is where we really want to see the foil. This is why I love opening Mercadian Masques, because all the sick common commons that are very valuable as foils. Come on, foil. Give me that shot in the common slot. Come on. It doesn't look like it. No. No foil. That's a shame. That's the real slot. The rare slot is good and all, but, it's really about that common slot. For me, anyway. I know some people like the rare foils. Okay, rare number 2, Charisma. Silent Assassin with Charisma. And number 3, in the Dust Bowl. There it is. Another Mercadian Masques tournament deck in the books. To the live streaming people, you know how it is. Stick around. I'm just going to end the video. So, for those watching the video, remember to like and subscribe. Check out my Patreon. We open a lot of cool stuff like this. Yeah, if you're going to buy any cards today, remember to use my TCG Player affiliate link in the description as well. Otherwise, take care. Have a lovely day, everyone. Peace. Alright, $4.50. I'll take it, though, Paul, you know. Still a foil. Too bad it's got the foil cut line. Too bad, huh? Okay. Next up. This is a good one. Alright. Okay, everyone, I haven't opened one of these bad boys in a long time. I just got it today from Card Kingdom. Yes, let's see what we get. Urza's Legacy. The first set with foils. The second to last reserve list set. You know what? Cards are more important than the wrapper. Yes. Very sick. Cloud of Fairies. Defender of Chaos. Look at this freaking art. Erase. Sick and tired. Sluggishness. Come on. Foil. Devout Harpist. Sleeper's Guile. Multani's Acolyte. Oh, and it's a good foil, too. Unearth. Unearth. Yes. And it's a good foil, too. Yes. I'll take it. Unearth foil. Yo. Foily. Foily, 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 foily. Yes. There it is. Wow. Very nice. I like threw this card down when I pulled that. I'm like, ah. Alright, let's get back here. And the last card, you saw that, right? The last card is an artifact. So, okay. Joyer's Toolbox. Martyr's Cause. No way, Paul. Really? Martyr's Cause. Treetop Village. And Beast of Burden. Oh, boy. The artifact. Bro, really? Is this, Paul says $122? That's pretty freaking sick. Yo. Awesome. Talk about coming back strong. It's my first time opening this in a long time, so to pull something like this is pretty freaking sick. Rarely do you ever make back your pack's value when you buy an old school pack like this. Wow. Very cool. Okay, before I drag out this video a million years, remember to like and subscribe. Check out my Patreon. We open a lot of cool stuff. I wish we could have more patrons to open this type of stuff. I may get this graded, so you may see what happens with this. Otherwise, remember to like and subscribe. If you're going to buy any cards today, remember to use my TCG Player affiliate link in the description. It is free and easy to use. I don't know what else to say. I'm still kind of like distracted by this. Take care. Have a lovely day, everyone. Peace. That's awesome. Yes. All right. I'll take it. I will put it in a top loader before I drop it or something. Unearth. Yeah, there's some good commons in, so Destiny is better to open for rares. There's just more of them of value than Legacy. However, Legacy has more like commons and uncommons of value in terms of foils. So, you know, pick this set or that set. There's benefits to each one. What about Ash? Ash is getting old. Can't have him down here anymore. A bunch of reasons, actually. Not just, you know, among them freaking dropping pee and poop everywhere. Alright, here we go. Back from the flea market. Here we are. No magic cards this week, but we can open some magic cards that we found at the flea market previously. So, let's see. We can get some cool things. I am live streaming right now on my Wednesday live stream where I do rip and ship type stuff, and I film things like this, little flea market after videos and little opening videos and stuff like that. But yeah, we're live right now, so I know, right, Paul? I shouldn't even be allowed down here. I'm gonna drop pee and poop down. We're talking about Ash, okay? There's a content for that. Coiling Rebirth is your rare. Your foil is Stargaze. I mean, it's a cool set and all. I didn't get into Bloomborough. But these packs, I think I paid $8 for the pair of packs, which is kind of cheap, so let's see what we can pull in here. Okay. The Traben Charm. Utter Insignificance, yes. Solar Transformer. Lion Umbra. Hope Ender Codal. Junk Driver. Flare of Denial. I forget if that's a good card. I don't think so. Titan's Vanguard for your foil. So, maybe nothing good? What's this Flare of Denial worth, guys? Let me, you know what? I can maybe look it up in time. It's going to take me a second, so just bear with me. Flare of Denial. Okay. Hey, couple of bucks, right? $5 in buy list monies. $5 in credit. Not bad. I'll take it. Alright, guys. I do flea market videos. Well, I go to the flea market every week during the summer, so they're, you know, they pop up often on my channel. Remember to like and subscribe if you're into this type of stuff. Otherwise, take care. Have a lovely day, and I will catch you soon. Check out my Patreon. If you're going to buy any cards today, remember to use my TCG Player affiliate link. Peace. Okay. That's that. And here we go. Alright, here we are back from the flea market. We're live filming some openings and stuff. That's why I got sleeves there. Don't think I'm going to need any sleeves for this. But here, let's check out what we got. Alright. So, $25. I think I overpaid. Not by a lot. Like, I think I paid retail. Okay, these were stuck in here, so they're like effed up. So let's see what effed up cards we have. Ooh, look at that. Warp must have a little tiny bit of liquid got in the edge. Celestial Flare, Feet of Resistance, Plains, Great Horn, Crushok. So this is garbage. Okay. But we do have some cards here. So, whoa, look at that. I cut it randomly to the same card. And it's not in any order. This is like uber random. What the hell, man? That's weird, is what that is. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right because, like, this isn't even just Origins. I mean, there's a lot of Origins in here. Yeah, it's like cons and stuff like that. So, and it's not organized in like pack order or anything. I don't know. I think that the odds of that happening are very, very slim. What do you guys think? I mean, we could do the odds. You know, you can take like the amount of cards in this box, right? The amount of sets, the commons versus the uncommons, and like calculate that. And it's going to be some astronomical stuff. So, just saying. That's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Blow my mind right there. Oh my god. Okay, so. It's a card trick. In Origins, I'm looking for a blue card and a green card when it comes to uncommons. In cons, I think I'm looking for Dark Deal in uncommons. Let me know, guys, if I'm looking for anything else off see all these lands like that you know of offhand. So the reason I do it upside down is because honestly most of this isn't going to be worth anything at all. I separate out the rares and then I will show you guys what we got as rares. That's a weird looking yellow swamp, huh? The Dragon Scale Boon. Alright. Yo, I still can't believe it. The same card. I don't know, it just seems weird to me, okay? Elvish Visionary. Collected Company is a couple of bucks, right? That's when foils used to be rare. You got Helm of the Gods. We have what's it called? Promo stuff. This is garbage because it's glued together here in the corner. See? Let's see what we got in the garbage. Nothing interesting. You know, it was the worst garbage yet was the Rancor foil. And then another time I had a stack of like Cloud of Fairy, like good uncommons and commons from Legacy and Saga. That sucked. But, you know, not everything's a win. There's another Citadel Castellian. Or is that the first one? Because I laid the stacks on top of each other. Imagine there's only 2 of them in this huge stack of cards, and then the odds would be however many cards there are. I mean, you know, right? Like 2 over that, or 1 over that times 1 over that, something like that. Negate. That used to be a buck or 2. Not anymore. Alright, here we go. Back upside down. Arc Lightning, eh? Evolving Wilds, yeah, okay. You got a Windswept Heath. Don't sleep on tokens. Some of them are valuable. If you don't believe me, go to Card Kingdom. Filter their buy list to a set that you have a lot of, right? And click on Special and Basic Lands and Non-Foil, or unclick Foil. And you'll see just how much you should go maybe dig through those cards. We got Feedback out of nowhere. Riptide Pilferer. Disenchant. And there you go. Those are the cards in here. We got a few more cards in here. Let's see if we can get a couple more rares. Epic Confrontation. Ultimate Price. We got a Terra Stomper. King Makar. Yeah. I don't know King Makar. So this is someone's deck, I guess. It seems rather bulky, if you ask me. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got this Shivering Dragon. Yay. Into the Void, Arc Lightning. Alright. Oh, Days Undoing. Yeah, I definitely overpaid. I don't think I overpaid by much, but I overpaid. So, just saying. I should have been like, nope, $10. That's all I got. You know? But what are you gonna do? It's too late for that action. Yeah, another guy, he's like, yeah, I got cards. I can't wait to send you pictures. And now it's like middle of the week and dude's like, I don't know what I have yet. I need to find out. And it's like, all right, take care. I'll see you, you know, never. That's how it goes with these guys. They either come through right away or not at all. So that guy seems like a not at all, which kind of sucks because what he was describing, you know, it sounded like MOL sets, so kind of sucks. I'd have loved to get my hand on some MOL sets. Here we go. Lightning Shrieker. Foil. Seeker of the Way. Foil. This is a promo. Font of Fertility foil. Elvish Visionary. Aegis Angel. Yold Mahmoudi. Days Undoing. Ember Maw Hellion. Zergo Bellstriker. You got Yield Shivan Dragon. King Makar the Gold Cursed. So Midas, I guess. Terra Stomper. You got your one decent card that's not even that much anymore. Windswept Heath. Elvish Visionary. Your Honored Hierarch. Helm of the Gods. And Collected Company. I don't know, what, $30 in like retail value for near mint, something like that. Seems like it. Anyway, you win some, you lose some, you kind of draw even on others. Remember to like and subscribe. Check out my Patreon. We open up a lot of cool stuff. Otherwise, if you're going to buy any cards today, remember to use my TCG Player affiliate link. Take care. Have a lovely day. Peace. All right. All right. Here, let's kill a light. Woo. All right. So, not that great. Awesome pack openings tonight. I've been having some foil luck, huh? With old packs. Freaking great. I need to open up more old packs, huh? Packing up along over here. But that was sick. Freaking Unearth foil. Wait a minute. Isn't Unearth like one of the better pulls from Spider-Man, like from the subset? Isn't Unearth hold on. Let me see. I think so. Let's see. Oh, okay. It's Reanimates. That would have been funny if it was just printed. All right, I need to stretch a second. So, how's everybody doing? Anybody doing any games, or am I going to figure out whether or not I want to open Spider-Man and just wrap up? What are we doing? Okay. Oh, nice. One of these companies came to the shop here. My day manager, sent me this. One of these companies came into the shop and set up a display. So that's what I was looking at. My manager sent me a text. Alright. I don't think anybody's in for games, which is fine. I get it. Like, Spider-Man came out. Everybody's disappointed in Spider-Man. And, not me, of course, among them. When Spider-Man first came out, I said, if the set was structured just like Final Fantasy, with the same type of chase, the serialized, the cool subsets, so on and so forth, right? If it was structured like that, it would have been as big as, if not bigger, than Final Fantasy. However, at this point, we know it's not like Final Fantasy. The chase isn't as good. The top card is not nearly as good. The set is kind of small. People weren't happy with the art, so on and so forth. So to me, it seems like a lot of emotion trumped logic in this case, and people wanted it to be a better set. And when it wasn't, they just jumped ship. And it was fueled by idiots like Tolarian Community College, who, he talks all this stuff about not wanting to yuck someone's yum, and like, I get that statement, I do. But when he talks that, and then he goes out and really whines about Spider-Man and complains about how it's not magic and this and that, it's like you're talking out of both sides of your mouth, bro. You are yucking someone's yum. Okay, so maybe you should have just, like, not caused the crazy panic, because a lot of people are going to lose money. A lot of people sold into the market after buying. I'm just not going to sell for a cheaper price, all right? Like, I know my price is a little bit expensive, but that's like the minimum at which I'll draw even, So I'd rather just hold it, Just saying. A lot of people aren't in a position where they can hold it. And so that's kind of the problem. But they maybe shouldn't have bought it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep trying to say that if you're not in a place where you can't sit on this stuff, or when something like this happens and it messes you up, like, maybe you shouldn't have been buying it in the first place. Like, I don't have a problem at this point in my my life and all that sitting on it. So that being said, I will sit on it. It's not that horrible of a thing. Spider-Man is a sick thing, and it will be worth more than it is worth now. It just needs some time. I want to see some of the Spidey cards. Yeah, I know. It's just like, at this point, ripping one of these boxes is like a financial investment. It's freaking crazy. Like, ripping one of these boxes is like a crazy $600 lottery ticket, So the reason why I think emotion has trumped logic in this case, and like, the logic is, there's an EV in here of 200, 250, right? Yeah, it's not huge, but you get about that much worth in cards. And yes, I'm talking after the pre-release, like, hype calms down. Okay, yes, there's a base EV. Then there's also the subset of costume changes that are like going from anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500. Then there's the Soul Stone in that crazy special treatment that's going for like 15 grand. So, you know, I don't see how this goes below 500. I'm just saying. I don't know why people think it's gonna go to zero. Like, there's no way it can go to zero. There's a hard floor for this, and it's kind of around MSRP. So, you know, like, did they design it bad? I don't know. Like, it's at MSRP, right? The floor of this. So interesting. Anyway, Bob says, I've been very negative on Spider-Man since the first wave of spoilers. I've made that known to you, Twiddler, and all my audience. Yeah, see, I can agree, Bob, but you know what's the crazy thing? Is if you didn't pre-order this before those spoilers came out, you were SOL and had to buy it at like $800. So, like, that's a crazy market. It's like throwing your money into blind investments, you know? It's really kind of crazy. No serialized. I know, Bob. So many things that in aggregate made this a bad release. I'm not disagreeing. I just feel like it's a shame that they did that to this set. Yeah, of course it's not going to zero. There's no way it can go to zero. Okay, DJ, you're seeing deals on Facebook. What's the deal? $550? You know, like, it's not that great of a deal. It's not below MSRP. And in fact, I've been seeing people try to sell it at their crazy inflated, like, their $800 prices, which the market isn't at. I've just seen posts of it. Nobody's going to buy it, but I'm seeing people try. You know, like, it's just not going to happen. I don't know. I just feel like everybody freaking people made this like a crazy thing. I feel like Wizards, as they were developing it, found out about issues or whatever, and then they cut the set off at the knees, because there's no damn reason to do this to Spider-Man of all the things. Just saying. I never saw any Spider-Man collectors available anywhere at anything close to MSRP. Bob, the only time I saw it was at Game Nerds in the very beginning. 550 a lot, yes, we're creeping down. Most of the content creators, that's what I'm saying, DJ. People are buying at a certain price. There's a hard floor. With the exception of the collector I bought from DJ at 500. Ah, there you go. That's good. I'm glad you could get in early and get those prices. Like, MSRP would have been great for Final Fantasy for a lot more people. Just wasn't available. All right. Oh, wow. They hit the illegal smoke shops in towns, the one that sell weed. They hit them. The set should have just been commander decks like Warhammer. I kind of agree, because if you're not going to make a full set, you should just do it like that. Otherwise, you're going to end up with something like this. People complained in Aftermath. People complained for Assassin's Creed. It's just like these small, weird sets. People don't like it. Just saying, right? All right. Anybody want to spin the wheel, do doubling season, open up any stuff? Let me know. It's going to be like, I got a 10-minute warning unless people open stuff. Basically saying, I got to be getting on with my night, guys. So let me know. I don't think I'm going to open this tonight. I may open this next Wednesday. But I also have more Mercadian Masks for them. And I have, like, a Destiny pack. I got a 7th edition pack. So, yeah. I think these prices, including Final Fantasy, Spider-Man, Avatar, way overpriced, even at MSRP. I mean, think about it. Who the F can afford 500 plus per box of cards? Pure high stakes gambling. I agree. Honestly, even like Fallout would have been better as a commander. I don't know about that. I have to agree, Bob. Like, so I have a box of Lord of the Rings Special Edition up there. I'd love to open it, but I can't. It's just irresponsible at this point. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Fallout is like one of the greatest series of all times. I've been playing that since Fallout 1, so yeah, I'm definitely a fan of Fallout. I love Fallout 2 though, and Tactics, but I think Fallout 2 is probably the most fun for me. What about you? What's your favorite Fallout? But like most like Paul is 1200. Okay, so that's another issue. The market is showing signs of weakness. Magic with this set, not just that. Not just this set, but this whole collector box spike, things are starting to come down. Older cards are kind of tough to sell. Higher value, more expensive cards are tough to sell, or so I'm hearing. I'm not selling at the moment. We will be soon, but I'm not. I've heard that some of the Pokemon cards are difficult to sell at this point, and that's Pokemon. So it's not that I'm seeing a weak market. I'm seeing signs of weakness in the market. Take that as how you will. Right? How about you? What do you think? You think the market is super healthy? You think it's super strong? You think it's going to keep on going? Spider-Man is going to be tied to the market. If the market starts falling apart, Spider-Man's going to dip with it. I don't see why it wouldn't. So, in the long term, yeah, it's going to go up. There's not a doubt in my mind it's going to be above $1,000 eventually. How long it's going to take? It's going to depend on how stable this market is in the next 12 months. Gold is projected to go past 4,000 to maybe even 4,500, possibly 5,000 by the end of 2026. Silver is projected to go in between $40 and $50. What's Bitcoin going to be at? I don't know. We will see. A couple of sellers selling lorwyn collectors at 1K already? Jesus Christ. I want to go heavy into lorwyn, but I can't at 1K. I could do, MSRP, current MSRP of 450. I could do that, I said back in the Final Fantasy release, this current collector box rocket reminds me of the Great Tulip Bubble. Yeah, it also reminds me of video game, that whole bubble. It reminds me of the bubble before the collapse of COVID. After the COVID money collapsed, it reminds me of the previous bubble, but that happened to vintage and vintage sealed. Now it's happening to new sealed, so it's not like it's any different. It's just a different, it's just reskinned. Like these reprints nowadays, it's just another bubble reskinned in the form of collector boxes instead of old school stuff. So all right, we got 5 minutes, guys. Anybody who's trying to do some games, speak now or forever hold your peace. What he? Says Twiddler. What he? I don't know what he. I'm trying to like think about what he could have meant with that statement. What he, but I. You threw me for a loop there, Twiddler. Repetitive human behavior, chase the current bubble. Yes, so okay. The smart ones, the ones who come out on top, they sell into the hype. They don't buy in the hype. It's hard to resist the hype and the FOMO, but it never ever really, it doesn't work, you know. What happens when WotC runs out of Universe Beyond? Twiddler, as many years before Universe Beyond IPs like run out. You can have every freaking anime, every goddamn movie of all time, Indiana Jones and Big Trouble in Little China. You can have I don't know, freaking brand universes beyond Hershey's crossed with magic cards. McDonald's magic cards. You have the Hamburglar and freaking hamburgers. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, I'm getting silly. But you get what I'm saying. There's a ton of IPs. To single box only with the golden ticket idea. Yeah, I agree, Bob. Like the old school masterpieces. That was peak structure. Peppa Pig DJ. The fast food wars. Oh my god. I'm sorry I even said it. Oh my god. I just wish we could go back to like the blocks. Even like pickleball cards. Those are a thing. Those are a thing. And I'm disappointed in humanity. You know, even two set blocks would be great. Just this standalone set thing, and then like jumping from one set to another. It's hard to get into a theme like when every month is a new world or universe, or you're going from space to Spider-Man to Avatar to Lorwyn. Like, it's crazy. Oh my god, scratch and sniff magic cards. So what would like Yargle smell like? Or for that matter, what would they make like Archangel Avacyn smell like? Just saying. You can get dicey pretty quick there. Taco Bell would have to be red and black. And maybe green. Oh my god. Scratch and sniff magic cards. Yeah, that can get real dicey real fast. I don't know. DJ, cemetery and a barbecue in succession. Lily and Chandra. Mold and charcoal. Mummies and freaking lighter fluid. I mean, you chose some characters, bro. That's funny. I mean, really, what's Liliana gonna smell like? Like, you see her pictures. She's got her, like, hand on some freaking zombie skulls and sitting on, like, a corpse freaking throne. Like, she's not gonna be smelling like anything but, like, the dead. Karn smells like oil. Yeah, I think oil and, like, you know, the, like, the metallic taste that's also like a smell. You know what I mean? Like pennies. You ever, when you're a kid, ever have like a penny in your mouth and like know that flavor? Yeah, maybe like that, like aroma. But like oil and copper, yeah, he could smell like that. I could see that. DJ is ready to get at Lily on a pile of corpses. Later, DJ. Nobody's being mean to Granny Lily. It's just the truth. She hangs out with too many freaking skeletons and zombies to like smell like anything other than a skeleton or a zombie. It's just the way it is. That's how things work, you know. Just facts, guys. Oh my god. All right. See, scratch and sniff does need to be a thing. Yeah, it would just be a messed up thing, Bob. I don't know. You know, like what's Elish Norn gonna smell like? Like a pile of meat plus oil, like Karn. I crack myself up. The thing about scratch and sniff magic cards is it's mainly like people. I like the Spider-Man set. I feel like an outlier, but the borderless flip cards looks nice. It seems fun to me. Coach, I really like how they did these the sagas and stuff. They like their comics. It's freaking cool looking. I just think they missed an opportunity in not having a 1 out of 100 Spider-Man and Venom in some sick treatments. That would have been crazy. I've heard a lot of good experiences at pre-release events too. Yes, people seem very happy with it. I don't get all the hate. I know it's an emotional reaction that the set isn't as good as people would have liked, and that is why people are upset. They're not upset for any other reason except they wanted it to be better. They wanted it to be as crazy as Final Fantasy, and it just seems like Wizards did this on purpose, which is weird. It's fine. It is what it is at this point, guys. You know, it's gonna go up. It's just gonna take time. You know what? Let's check out. Hold on. Let's check it out. All right, we're gonna look at the buy list for Spider-Man. This is the reprint bonus sheet, and this is pretty sad. $85 in credit for the bonus sheet, the best card, and just look at this. And in Final Fantasy, the bonus sheet, the best card, of course it was a much better card, $455. So, like, you telling me they didn't know what they were doing when they made this set not as good? Let's see. There you go. There's the Soul Stone for you. You got the other Soul Stone. It's like $1,000 card, the other one too, which is kind of crazy. All these are like $1,000. Which, this is interesting that some of them are 520, 552, 585, 650. You think it's because they got a couple, or do you think those are more common? I'm curious to find out. Anyway, you got a couple of cards that are, you know, $100 to $200 here. It goes down pretty quickly though, and I get it. I understand why people aren't happy, but it's not horrible. It's really not that horrible. Yeah. Like, when you look at the prices, it's really not that bad. I don't understand why people are so crazed about it. Like, I understand being like, hey, it's not that great of a set, especially when compared to Final Fantasy. I don't know. Which price is more realistic? One seems either under or overvalued. I think that the risk of it going down at this point is pretty low. The possibility of it going higher from this point is pretty high. So, like, you know, Rudels always talks about your risk level, and it just seems like a low risk at this point. Anyway, people are buying it and buying it all day. So, with that being said, check out one last product before I go. Now this was awesome. Freaking Nutella that is infused. Very nice. All right. No games. We're just gonna call it there. I did my filming. I will see you guys next Wednesday. Come hang out. Otherwise, take care. Have a lovely day, everyone. I'll catch you soon. Peace.